Yai da 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 ya da 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 da. Yai da 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 ya da 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 da. Yai da da. Yai da da da. Yai da da ya da da da. Yai da da. Yai da da ya da da da. Yay, day, day, yay, day, day, yay, day, day, yay, day, day, yay, day, day.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We welcome you to our Shabbat morning service, at which time Madison will be called to the Torah as a bat mitzvah. And you are in for a very special treat as she leads us in chanting and reading and singing. And we hope that while we're listening to her voice, your voice will join together with us because we love participation. So if you could please make sure that everyone has a prayer book. It is known as the Mishkan Tefillah. And that way you can follow along. And even for those of you who are not familiar with our worship service or language, you will note that you can follow along. There's even transliteration. So please feel free to participate. Now, the very first thing that's going to happen as Madison takes her place here on the bima is that she will be physically marked with a talit, a prayer shawl, that is known now from this point forward for her to be a bat mitzvah or an adult in the Jewish community. Now, what makes the talit important is not necessarily the beauty of its cloth, but rather the four corners. The four corners contain knots or tzitzit, and each one is knotted 613 times to represent the 613 commandments in the Torah. And Madison, for this occasion, has memorized every one of them. All right, well, at least the first 10. So we're on a roll. Madison is fortunate enough, one can have multiple talitot in life, and in fact, they're fun and beautiful. And she is so fortunate that she is not only receiving one, but two beautiful talesim. One she will be wearing today, and the other she will be wearing throughout on the different holidays and times when she is called forward to the bima or here to worship. The first talit is a gift from her great-grandmother, her father's grandmother, and that talit came to her not only with a prayer shawl, but with a shofar, the beautiful, what we would call the horn that we blow at the high holidays. And therefore, once we unwrap Maddie, we're also going to start to give her shofar lessons so that she can be here on the bima for the high holidays. So we are very excited about that and very grateful to your great-grandmother and her memory. And the talit that you are going to receive now, Maddie, which I'm going to ask you to come take your place on the bima, and I'm going to welcome forward your mom, is a talit that was picked out especially for you, just like that talit that you are receiving with your shofar. And this talit has the blessing which we are going to recite and the beautiful outline of the city of Jerusalem, which I hope someday you will get to visit. So we say together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehit atev b'tzitzit. Amen. And we thank God for the privilege of allowing us to enwrap you in the talit. Amen. Come right here, Maddie. It's time to start.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining over our live webcast. In preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is an electronic-free space, and we request that you turn your cell phones to the off position. I've worked long and hard to reach this day, and I am grateful for your presence. I hope that you will be attentive, considerate, and will fully participate in our worship. Like the generations before me, I have prepared to take my place as a bat mitzvah. Today, I participate in my first adult Jewish life cycle event. I am now committed to the mitzvot and the teachings of our tradition. I pray that I may always understand my responsibility as a Jew to show love to my family, kindness to the world around me, and maintain a connection with my people and her land of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakiyanu v'hikimanu v'hikiyanu lazman hazeh. Praise you, Adonai, our God, creator of the world, who gives us life, sustains us, and enables us to reach this time.
Amen. We continue with the chanting of Ma Tovu, page 290 in your prayer books. Ma Tovu, Ohai Lecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma Tovu, Ohai Lecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael.
We are on page 293 for the morning blessings. It is traditional after each blessing that we answer, Maddie, with an Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind ability to distinguish day from night.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes the naked.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me in the image of God.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me free.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with the words of the Torah.
Amen.
Adonai, our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. We praise you, O God, teacher of the Torah to our people of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamlamod Torah la'amo Yisrael.
We turn now to page 312, and I invite you to rise, please.
Yitgdal v'yitgdash shmei Rabbah, ve'al divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chai yichonui v'yamichon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala, uv'izman karim, v'meru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivorach, le'olam u'l'olam yolmaya, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach. Vit bearbeitet man vid nase, vit ador, vit alle, vit allam. Shemid kuda shabrichu, le'ele min kabrachata v'shirata. Tush bichayta v'nechemata, jamiron miyama, bimeru, amen.
We're on page 313. We remain standing.
Yai, dai, dai, yai, dai, 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 yai, dai, 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 dai. Parichu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach le'olam va'ed.
We turn to page 317 and we'll read the paragraphs responsively.
O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We
Give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel, and joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir in our hearts. Help us give so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai,
Habocher ba'amo Yisrael be'ahava.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivud Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
You may all be seated, and we're going to continue on page 319.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך והיו לו תותפות בין עיניך וכפפתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי ואתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 321.
Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles on earth, and earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
mi chamocham vayim Adonai, mi chamocham nidar v'kodesh, nurat hilot usefella, nurat hilot usefella, shira chadasha shimchu geulim, l'shimcha al svatayam, yachal kulam hodu, tovim lichuvi amru, ya papa bim bim bam, ya papa bim bam, ya papa bim bim bam, ya papa bim bam, ay 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 ay, ya papa bim bam, Adonai imloch leolam la'el.
As we turn to page 323, we have come to the central prayer of our service. So important, it is only known as tefillah, the prayer. But we do remain standing, if you are comfortable, through its entirety, which will take us to page 328. So would you rise, please?
Adonai sefer type tifta ufiagite ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Be'anovra, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Kanei Hakol, V'Zocher Asei Avot V'imaot, U'Mechvi Lav L'Mehem, L'Ma'as Shemo Be'ahav, Melech Hosei U'Moshia U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Abraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayei Yaakov Atarav Yehoshia, Mechayei Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Ravim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umati Hasurim, Umechayim Edunato, Vishenei Afa, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umidam Elav, Melech Mimid Umechayei, Umatzmiat Yeshua,
V'ne'emanata l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, v'chayei hakol.
We're on the middle of page 326.
Nikadish et shimcha ba'olam, Kishem shmati shimu tovish b'marom, Kakaltu aliyai nevicha, V'koran zevi amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivaot, Meluch haaretz, Kivodo. Adirenu Adonai, Adonenu Adir Shimcha, B'chol haaretz, Baruch Kivod Adonai ישתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, הקדוש.
To all generations who make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed you, Adonai, the Holy God.
Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. And you may all be seated. We're going to continue on page 329.
Those who keep Shabbat by calling it a delight will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness, for being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it as the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation.
Page 330.
Ritzi Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amecha Yisrael tfilatem, B'ahavat tqabel u'tiratzon tamid, Avodat Yisrael Amecha, Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadecha b'ira na'od.
On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear you call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties and the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humility and that we may preserve our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiven of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves and the charity to see the best in those around us. Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessings, look with favor upon us. May our offerings be acceptable to you. We praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yira na'avod.
We continue with Sim Shalom on the top of page 334.
Take this, keep it.
Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Yadadai, dai, 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 yadadai, dai, 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 yadadai, dai, 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 dai. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, sim. Sim shalom, sim, sim, sim shalom, tova uveracha.
We are on page 336, and I'd ask that we please read together. We sit in community, elbow to elbow, eye to eye, so close perhaps we brush against each other as we move in prayer, ears filled with the voices of friends, teachers, and fellow travelers who pray with us from the next seat, from across the room. We come to silence, rhythm of words, shared melody, hushed. Connected first, one to all, we now let go, to be alone with the Holy One, to speak in mind and heart and soul, but not with lips. The prayers we weave together cannot replace that private conversation. God, our partner, awaits us, one by one, a miracle. And so we have come to that time in our service where we leave the written word and instead concentrate on the thoughts of our hearts and our minds. It is a time on Shabbat to offer gratitude. No matter our blessings or challenges, all of us must be thankful for the ultimate gift of life. And at least one day a week, we are told that this is not a day that we can petition, ask, beg, negotiate with God. This is only a day to say thank you. So I'm sure within our hearts and minds we can find good reason to give thanks, especially as we have such a wonderful, lovely, confident young woman on the bima who is leading us in worship and reminding us that our faith and our people hold a special role in her life. For us, that gives us all pause to be grateful and thankful, because after all, she is the next generation. And without the next generation, there can be no hope for the future. So we pause for a few moments, just as we did just a little more than a few years ago, as Sam took his place as a bar mitzvah and gave our thanks. So we now pause to give our thanks and blessings on this day of bat mitzvah.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one.
The highlight of any service is as we prepare to take the Torah from the ark, pass it generation to generation, and then allow Maddie to carry the Torah throughout the congregation, showing her acceptance of Torah and offering it to anyone else who would like to accept it. So we turn to page 364. Maddie, I'm going to ask you to take your place. I'm going to invite your brother Sam to come up to open the ark doors, and I am going to invite your parents and your grandparents to come forward and line up so you can accept Torah, and I'd ask everyone to rise, please. Well, once again, everyone, Shabbat Shalom. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you here for this very special morning of Shabbat worship and the Bat Mitzvah of Madison. We are honored to have her on the Bima, and we are honored to have all of you to share the occasion. For those of you who may not be familiar, this is a time where we give our bar or bat mitzvah, in this case Maddie, a time to take a deep breath, take a look around and appreciate all those who have come to share this day, and so that she can just catch her breath after that long and what is often an arduous walk, because the Torah is heavy, right, Maddie? It's heavy. And it's heavy, but it adds a great deal of weight and beauty to your life at the same time. So it is for us to now discuss the Torah portion, as Maddie's going to do soon as well, because she becomes a teacher today, not just a bar or bat mitzvah. And we too have to leave her with an important message. Well, even this morning, if you looked out the window, you knew exactly what portion we were in. Noah, of course. It's been raining for nearly a week already. And indeed, if you ever track that kind of information, we are better than the Farmer's Almanac. It always rains during Noah. But luckily today, Maddie, the sun is starting to shine. And even if it wasn't shining outside, it is certainly shining inside. Because you have an infectious smile for all of us. And it's really quite lovely. So we are in the portion of Noah, and it's awfully easy to catch you up because it was only 2 weeks ago that we began the Torah anew for the year. And for those of you who may not be familiar, the Torah, and as we opened up the Ark doors, you saw we are fortunate to have several, are all exactly the same. They are the 5 books of Moses, or the first 5 books of the Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It will take us 1 full year to make our way through the cycle. Last week, well, we only read from the very first portion. The world was created. And by the second portion, which is now Maddie's portion, Noah, the world is about to be destroyed. And indeed, this time the destruction is going to come because, as we read, God wants the world destroyed. And why is that? Because literally God is heartbroken by what he witnesses. What happens in the Torah is that a brother literally kills a brother. Cain kills Abel. Now we can surely understand, and Maddie, I have a feeling you having an older brother, the two of you understand what it means, where you'd really love to sometimes wring each other's necks, right? Yes, it is pure sibling rivalry, and that exists in each and every family. And indeed, we get frustrated with our siblings, and yet we appreciate and love our siblings in our own special way. But Cain never developed that love for his brother. And instead of trying to make peace with him, he decides to kill him. God is so distraught by witnessing this murder that God says, I cannot watch anymore as my children destroy each other. So I am going to wipe out the world, and I'll do it with a flood. The angels come to God and say, God, please, we realize you're very hurt at this time, but you really need to give them a second chance. Can't you find somebody worthy of saving? And indeed, that worthy person, which Maddie's going to tell us all about, is Noah. And Maddie, you're going to tell us why he was worthy and also why he wasn't so worthy. But he got the job done. But there are two things I'd like to tell you about Noah that I hope you'll always remember. Number one, Noah had one job to do before the flood, just one. That was to build an ark and make sure that his family and the animals boarded the ark. That's it. Now, you would think with Noah understanding what was about to happen, he would eagerly have taken on the job of building an ark. But Maddie, the Torah tells us that Noah really did not start the job until the water rose up over his ankles. Meaning, he wasn't interested in saving the world. He was interested in saving himself, because he realized as the water was climbing, he better get moving. The second thing we learn about Noah is that he had another job to do after the flood, and that was to fulfill the first commandment, to be fruitful and multiply, because after all, there were no people left in the world. His only second job was to continue the generations. And that job he never completed. Never after the flood managed to increase his family. So Maddie, why do I bring up these 2 points about Noah? Because Noah was a reactionary. Noah did what was best for him. And you are the exact opposite. And you really help us to temper this week's Torah portion. Because when you take on a project, and I remember it so well, nearly a year ago when you walked into prayer prep and said, I'm never going to be able to do this. Never, ever. I don't know anything. You knew a whole lot more than you thought you did. And look at you today, standing up calm and confident. And I even leaned over to her and I said, my goodness, she makes it look easy. And Maddie, you do make it look easy. But you didn't wait until the water came up to your ankles. You didn't wait till the last minute. You took your preparation exceedingly seriously and have till this very moment. Even when I said, stop practicing. I know what you did last night. I knew what you were up to. And why do I tell you the second story about Noah? Well, because there are far more things that you have yet to accomplish. You cannot just rest on the laurels of becoming a bat mitzvah. This is an awesome occasion. But as a young Jewish woman, there is so much more that we look forward to sharing with you. And we know we have many surprises yet to come, and that the world will truly be a better place because Madison is in it. As she brings forward all the love of the things that are so important to her, like reading and education and friends and family. Maddie, that's what we're here to celebrate today, the complete package. So we look forward now to hearing you read from and chant the story of Noah. And of course, before Maddie chants, there are those who are going to bless. And our very first aliyah goes to your mom, Deborah, together with your grandparents, Bert and Shirley, Grandma and Poppy.
Baruch Hu es Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam. Asher b'char b'nu b'kol ha'mein. V'nazanu Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eino Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Hila toldot Noach. Ish Sadiq, Tamim Haya, Federotaf, Et HaElohim, Yitalech Noach. Vayoler Noach, Shlosha Vanim, Et Shem, Et Ham, Ve'et Yafet. Vatishachit Haaretz, Lifnei HaElohim, Vahakimolei Haaretz, Chamas. Vayar Elohim, Et haaretz v'hinei nishchata, ki ishchit kol basar, et darko al haaretz.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam. Asher natan לנו Torah Emet. Madanu antor Barucheu. Baruch atah Adonai Notenu Torah.
Amen. And for our second aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward your dad, Eric, together with your grandma and your grandpa, Phyllis and Alan Eisenberg.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher b'chabanu mikol ha'amin. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim leNoach, ke'is kol basar ba lefanai ki mal'a ha'aretz chamas mipnehem v'hinin mashchitam et ha'aretz. Aseh leha tevat ate gofer kinim ta'aseh et hateva v'chafarta uta mibayit u'michutz ba'kofer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet. V'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Great deal.
And now, Maddie, it actually is a very great honor, as he was on the Bima just a few years ago, to call him back now for his own Aliyah, your brother Sam. Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chabani mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torto. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'zeh asher ta'asa otach shlosh me'od ama. Orech hateva chamishnim ama rachba ushloshim ama kumata. Zohar taseh lateva ve'elama v'chelena milmala el pitida tasim tachtim shnim shlishim taseha.
Beautiful. Let's sing after.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natar b'tochanu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. We're also appreciative of the enthusiasm that Sam comes to the Torah with. But he does such a beautiful job. You should know that Sam not only read for his own bar mitzvah, but he has been welcomed back to read for the holidays. And it is really a joy to have him. Thank you, Sam. You're now going to call your sister forward as a bat mitzvah.
Tamod Shemcha Yosefa bat Esa v'chayen devra likvadot haTorah ha'bat mitzvah.
Beautiful. Stay right here. It's beautiful.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Va'ani hini mevi et hamabol mayim al haaretz l'shachit kol basar asher bo ruach chayim mitachat hashamayim kol asher ba'aretz yigva v'hakimoti et briti yitach uvata el hateva ata uvanecha ve'ishtecha u'nshevanecha itach. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Sam, can you congratulate Good job, Maddie. Deb, you're going to come over on this side, okay? You can go back to your seat and watch out, sweetie.
Medicine. It's almost over. And as usual, you exceeded all our expectations. I don't think there could be a father who's more proud of a daughter, not just for today, every day. And it's really a joy to see you become a young woman. I'm sure we still got some more to go. It's just an exciting future. Love you.
service where I'm to give you a blessing. And it seems to me very natural to bless you. You have become a source of one of my truest blessings. This is also the time now, as you become a bat mitzvah, to look at the blessings that God has given you. How will you use them in your winding worlds, your gifts of wisdom and insight? How will they help you make your decisions that will crave your future? You will listen when the instincts guide you towards more difficult paths. Your wonderful personality, which brings us all laughter and perspective. There are so many things that will need to share the gift with you and your generosity of your heart. When you came into this world, you arrived with a spirit that gives without question. Let this be the blessing that guides you as you grow. I wish you on this day to know that you are cherished, and you hope you will cherish the path you have chosen as a bat mitzvah. Always remember to keep your mind and heart youthful and fully engaged in the wonders of our traditions, and to keep your close heart our reverence for Torah. So my prayer and wish for you today is that you keep your eyes and ears open for opportunities to do mitzvahs. You exhibit compassion, generosity, acceptance, tolerance of others, that you understand the pleasures and the beauty of life, of wisdom and positive actions. I hope that you will translate becoming a bat mitzvah into a lifelong commitment to the Jewish living and Jewish values. May God bless you and keep you.
Before Madison reads from Haftorah, we must lift and dress the Torah. And it is a pleasure to welcome forward cousins Helene Korn and Richard Goldstein, together with great Aunt Susan and Uncle Alan Weisberger. Would you all rise, please?
Livnei b'nei Yisrael, Ol-pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Yai, dai, 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 dai.
Please be seated. Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftorah, the additional and prophetic portions read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This morning's Haftorah comes from the prophet Isaiah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah v'Moshe avdo v'Yisrael amo v'vi'ei ha'emet Tzedek. Rani akara lao yalada pitchi rina v'tzahali lo chala ki rabim b'nei shemema mivnei v'ula amar Adonai archivi mekom oleif Viriot mishkenotaich yatu al tachsochi ha'arichi metaraich viterotaich hazeki. Ki amin usmo tiferotzi vizarich goyim yerash va'arim neshamot yoshivu alter kilo tevoshe ve'al tikami kilo tachpiri ki voshet alamaich tishkachi ve'herpad alminotaich lo tiskeri od. Ki vo alayich osaich Adonai tzavaot shemo v'go aleich kidosh uv Yisrael Elohei chol ha'aretz yikarei. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzor kol halamim tzaddik bechol hadarot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'osei hamdaber m'kayim shekol devarahav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha lechavod u'letifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach v'mvarhim otach yitbarak shimcha befi kol chai tamid le'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha'shabbat.
Amen. It is now time for us to return the Torah to the Ark, and it's a pleasure to welcome back all the grandparents to open the Ark doors as we rise, please. Thank you. And you may all be seated. It is now time for Maddie to share her own words of teaching and blessing.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My Torah portion, Noach, is one of the more well-known portions. The portion is about the world turning bad and everyone becoming greedy, selfish, dishonest, and all-around unkind people. God gets upset that this world he's built has turned into this. He wants to wipe out all signs of life and start all over again. But before he has the chance to act on that decision, all of the angels convince him that is not a good idea and that he should save the most righteous person, Noah. Actually, Noah isn't a very good person because during this time, the bar was set pretty low. So it was like Noah was the best of the worst. After God had made his selection, he told Noah to take his wife, his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japhet, their wives, as well as 2 of every kind of animal, 1 male and 1 female, on an ark. God would then flood the people and the animals who have not followed what the main purpose of the Torah is, to be a good person. Every person and animal that God instructed Noah to take on the ark will create a new generation of kind and loving people. Speaking of kind and loving people, there are many of you I would like to thank. Starting with my friends who have supported me since day one and are here to support me now, it means a lot that you all came. I would also like to thank my dad for supporting me throughout my whole life. Um, I, I would like to thank Rabbi Meninsky and Cantor Berman. Obviously, I would not be here if it weren't for the two of you. It's hard to believe that only 9 months ago I could barely do one prayer, and now I'm here. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom. She has supported me throughout my Jewish education and is the best support system a daughter could ask for. Now, as my friends and family know, I have an older brother. Well, during his bar mitzvah, he decided to skip over me in his speech. So I tried to be the bigger person and think of something that he did so I can thank him. Carrying books was all I thought of. So thank you, Sam. I am pretty sure that you are all wondering, what about carrying books? Well, as my friends and family know, I love to read. I absolutely love the feeling of being transported into another world. I really do believe that reading is a crucial part of everyone's childhood. For my Bat Mitzvah project, if you don't know what that is, it's contributing to your community or helping others in need. I decided I wanted to do a book drive. I collected books to donate to underprivileged kids in New Jersey. I donated to Bridge of Books Foundation in Homedale. It's an amazing organization that brings books to underprivileged schools. Every kid gets to take home 2 to 3 books. My original goal was to collect 500 books. I tripled that and collected a total of 1,538 books. So I would also like to thank everyone who donated, and I would like to tell you that they have volunteers come once a month to sort books, and I am also planning to continue to do that. And I'm still taking donations if anyone has books that they think would benefit others more than themselves. Becoming a bat mitzvah is extremely important to me. Being a bat mitzvah means that I am in charge of my own actions, and my parents can no longer apologize for me, which is more responsibility. Just because I am not legally an adult, that does not mean I can't start to act like one. In Noah's generation, nobody was really a good person according to today's standards, not even Noah himself. He was just the best of what was left. If God has to call on the best person on earth again today, I want him to call on someone who is kind, grateful, selfless, and honest. I don't want it to be another best of the worst situation again. My goal in life is to be the best person possible that I can be. I want to do it for myself, my friends and family, and for people I don't know that I might just make their day by simply opening a door for them. I love to make everyone happy, and I hope that you all like to make others happy as well. I also hope that you are grateful for your families and friends because you need them more than you think you do. And for that, I say, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Thank you, God, for all the amazing friends and family I have. Thank you for listening and being here for my bat mitzvah. It means the absolute world to me, and I couldn't think of better people to share it with: the congregation, friends, family, and God.
Madison, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. It's so nice to see you breathing again. Now you're happy, right? Good. Good. Well, you have every right to be happy. This was a most inspirational day for us, Maddie, to watch you put it all together and to remind us of some very important lessons in life. Most notably, the lesson from your Jewish tradition that we are known as the people of the book. And you have truly embraced that in your learning, in your knowledge, and in your wanting to share books with others. I was really struck by that is one of the most important of the 613 commandments, is to remember that to be educated, to be knowledgeable, and to be passionate about it is one of the most important things we can do as practicing Jews. And then we take that knowledge and we turn it into activity and energy, and that too you have modeled for us. So if I only had one complaint this morning, it would be that you went much too quickly. And that being why? Because we've been savoring every moment and we just wish it would last a little longer. But somehow I think your parents would agree that that's exactly how life goes. You want to slow it down sometimes, but it speeds up. So just take in every day and appreciate this incredible accomplishment in your life. We so look forward to having you back and seeing all the great things that will come from you. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. And now your congregation wants to thank you and present you with a few gifts as well. So it is my pleasure to welcome forward a vice president of our congregation, Greg Paradise. There he is.
Rabbi's got the goods. So, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And congratulations to Deb and Eric and all the grandparents and all of your family and friends and everyone who came here on this rainy, now almost sunny morning. It's working out, but it's an honor and a blessing for me to be here and represent our community and the Board of Trustees at this service and join you in your special time today. So thank you for letting me be here with you. And as everyone said, you did a fantastic job today. It's clear that you've worked hard for this. And glad that you started early. We talked about Noah a lot today. You may know my oldest son is Noah, who was here earlier this year. He should take some lessons from you about starting early with things. So it's an important life skill. I know this was very meaningful for everyone here today, and I love that you talked about your love of making other people happy. And I think if you look out here today, you'll see a lot of people who are very happy, and you did that today. So you're succeeding. So we have some gifts here from our temple to honor this. In this bag, we're not going to open it up now, but you can see that later. There's a Kiddush cup that's designed just for Temple Har Shalom. A couple of certificates. One is from the National Federation of Temple Youth, NIFTY, that provides a discount off any NIFTY in Israel program for you. So hopefully someday you'll get to see Jerusalem and see what's on your tallis. There's also a certificate from our temple right here that commemorates today. And you can frame that and hang that up at home. There's a certificate from the Bridgewater JCC offering a free year of teen membership. And also something that's new this year, the Sisterhood has planted a tree in Israel in honor of your bat mitzvah, and there's a certificate commemorating that as well. So on behalf of the whole temple board and community, I wish you and your family mazel tov on this fantastic achievement, and wish you all the best luck in the future. Congratulations.
Well, Maddie, it's now time for us to conclude our service and do the closing blessings and prayers, and I can see how happy you are about that. So we are going to return to our prayer books, page 586. To open the ark doors, it's a pleasure to welcome forward cousins Andrew and Adam, and I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצאי בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר היה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
May God bless you and keep you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God shine upon you and always be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseh lecha shalom. Shalom.
May God grant you a long life filled with spiritual, mental, and physical well-being, as we all say. Amen. Go back to your seat. I do ask that you please remain standing, for at this time in our service, as we do each and every time we come together as a community, we remember those who are no longer physically alive, but who live within our hearts and within our memories. On this Shabbat, we commemorate the yortzites of Conrad Berman, Anita Bogus, Joyce Gratch, Solomon Gratch, Isidore Hockman, Paul Marks, Jean Hosna Mayer, Brian Allen Miller, Harry Reese, and Jerome Sohm. We remember those who have died in most recent days, as we remember Paul Leon Novick, Henry Frankel, Mac Nitzberg, Elsa Kahn, Ari Fuld, Marcia Kruzman, and Michael Glantz. Always we remember those of the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel. And we remember those this week who have lost their lives due to natural disaster. And always on this day of Bat Mitzvah, we remember those who are listed in our program, members of Maddie's family, upon whom she stands this very day. For those that we have loved and we have lost, so we turn to page 598 to recite the Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal
V'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah,
V'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'hayechon v'yomechon v'chayet uchol beit Israel, b'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'rechu, le'olam mim kol birchata v'shirata, tishbachata v'nechamata, damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah mim shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We pray that the source of peace will bring peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say, amen. And you may be seated. Once again, on behalf of all of us here at Temple Har Shalom, our heartfelt best wishes of Mazel Tov go out to Maddie and to you, her family and friends who have come to celebrate this wonderful morning. We always end our service wishing for sweetness and bounty in Maddie's life. And to help us lead those blessings, it's a pleasure to welcome back Sam. And of course, listen carefully, all of Maddie's cousins and friends. Come and join her.
As half of the congregation empties out.
Come on up, don't be shy. Come on up, she likes the company. Okay, Maddie, hold up that Kiddush cup, and here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei Peri Haikafen. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Mazel tov.